Welcome to live chat. All right, Reg, give me the verdict, buddy. How's the audio? Any better? This is better? Yeah. And we're back. And apparently you guys can hear me. Yeah. Sounds good. Hey, Mark's back. Awesome. Thanks for coming back, guys. Appreciate it. Sounds good. Yeah. I restarted my router, and I noticed the other day I was watching YouTube. So I don't know if you guys have, like, this is a common thing, but like sometimes if I don't restart my router like once a month or so, I'll get, like, I was watching my own videos last night, and I noticed I didn't have like my ultra high def, like my 4K didn't come up as an option for me to view as, and I film a lot of, especially my running videos, I film in 4K. So I was kind of like, why can't I get 4K? And I thought maybe it was the router. So awesome. Good stuff. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Memory gets backed up. Yeah. I've noticed lately too, like we've got a 2.4G and a 5G network. And I was on the 5G for the first part of the stream. Now I'm on the 2.4 and the 5G didn't even show up. So we are back live. I design you. Sounds okay. Sounds good. Yeah, buddy. We're going to make it. Although I lost all track of time now because my timer's going to be way off. So I think it's yeah. Well, no, I got another clock right here. So we are good. Yeah, I try to keep these to 3 hours so they're not, anyone's whole day. They're not my whole day. They're not your whole day, but 3 hours is still a good chunk of time where we can have some fun, get some building done, and do all that kind of stuff. Speaking of building, I've got the bell crank set up here, guys. Look at that, yada, yada, yada. But again, riding on bushings, not on bearings. Tamiya, what the heck? Next, we are on to step 9, 10, 11, where we're going to put, looks like we've got some hinge pin mounts for the rear A-arms, rear lower A-arms, and a battery tray are all going in next. That is what's up. D1. Mark, what are you drinking, buddy? You got a nice tall glass of gin or a beer? Or... I was tempted to grab a beer when I was downstairs, but I'm like, nah, it's still a little bit early for me. It's not even 11 a.m. yet. Chris Falone, what's going on, brother? Ooh, Holsten Pilsner. Beautiful. Yo, what's going on, Mr. Balone? The man, the myth, the legend. Chris Falone is here, everybody. Ooh, Radler lemon, very nice. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was tempted to grab one, but I thought I better not. What am I doing? You go here. On the Prosecco. Very nice. Classy. Bird Koning, espresso with black Sambuca. Chris Falone, you're a big car guy. You know the brand, the French brand Peugeot. How do you pronounce Peugeot? We had a good debate earlier in the stream, and I want to know your take on it. Gotta go. Speak to you soon. LiPo batteries. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for checking out, brother. Hit me up anytime on social media. You know where to find me. Peugeot. Yeah. Glenn says Peugeot. All the UK boys say Peugeot. There's an R in it. Chris Falone, I want to know what you think. How would you pronounce it? Audio is more gooder? Perfect. Poor Joe. Poor Joe. No R. See, everyone else uses an R. All the UK boys use an R. Puggot. Oh no, what did I do? I made a mess. I was laughing too hard. Pug Joey. That's funny. Yeah, I was just saying Peugeot in all in my video and video of the Nuremberg Toy Fair, and I got so many comments. People saying, "Ah, the way you pronounce it, Peugeot." Ha 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 ha. I just don't know any difference. So I legitimately wanted to know from you guys what you thought about pronunciation. The Blitzer Beetle came out amazing. Thanks, brother. Yes, it did. Here, I'll get it out for you in a second. Show it off a little bit. Aluminium. Look at that Blitzer Beetle. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at my light reflecting in it. It's so crazy. Look at that booty. Look at that. Oh my gosh. What's really going on? It's crazy, eh? Crazy. She is a talented lady. I'll give her that. Build a Velocity RC, what's up, my man? What is going on? Yes, it would. And it's funny you say that, Tony, because I put a sport tuned in it, but you know, they went to the silver can, and it's so disappointing because I really almost want to change that out now and put a black can motor in just to really have it look more black. I think it would actually be a better option maybe for the raffle. Scott Potben, beer soon. Heck yeah, dude. Some of the boys are already drinking beers, and I was thinking about cracking one, but I don't know. It's still a little bit early. I guess it's almost 11. Normal silver can is 27 turn. And then, yeah, the sport tune that's in here, I think the sport tune's a what, guys? 23 turn? Equivalent of like a 23 turn? Something like that. And they go pretty good. And despite what a lot of people will say, and, you know, feel free to discuss this, it's a little bit of an edgy thing, I'll say, but the stock silver cans, 27 turn, I love them on 3S. And I know that is going to kill it faster and all those things. But honestly, who cares? Because they're inexpensive motors. And I haven't burnt one up on 3S yet. I'll say that. And the Fast Attack vehicle, I was talking to Graham, I believe it was, from RC Talk down in the UK. And he mentioned that his gearbox fits really tight, like the gears fit tight. And that was a problem a lot of us had, myself included. I don't know what the issue is. But it just kind of just has like a bit of a resistance inside the gearbox. And when I filmed my Fast Attack video, yeah, like I had that thing on 3S in the sand and like the motor was getting hot. Like, believe me, it got really hot, but it didn't fry. So I don't know. They work. And if you fry it, who cares? They're cheap. Buy more. I've got like a box of them because I rarely use them. 23 for show. RZ motors. Yes, indeed. I've never done a bearing swap on one, but I should. Love my Blitzer Beetle. Mine's not shiny. Yeah, this one, she went crazy on it, man. I asked her how she got it so flat because, like, you wouldn't even polish this. Like, there's no, like, look at it. There's no orange peel anywhere. Like, it looks like it's been polished already. And she was saying she puts a little bit, when she does a black like this, she'll put a little bit of extra reducer in the base coat and in the clear coat. And since every panel is round, it doesn't, like, if there's a perfectly flat panel, the clear coat would tend to just lay a little bit flatter, and when it dries, it'll get that little bit of orange peel. Whereas on this body, there are no flat panels. Every panel has a curve to it. So the clear coat it flows a bit more when it's over reduced. It flows as it dries, and it creates this amazing finish. And I just can't get enough of it. Like, look at the hood. Like, it's insane. It's crazy. So I almost don't want to put the decals on it. Like I want to just leave it like that. Maybe like satin black on the wheels. Ah, man. Then do the nose cone in black so it matches the rest of the body whatsoever. That's what I would do, but we'll see. Whoever wins the raffle, it's their choice. So in case you guys missed it, this is being raffled. The raffle is live. There's a link in my bio in the description box of every one of my videos, not in this live stream because we just had to restart it, but didn't rattle can it. No, watch today's video. I aired another video this morning and you're going to see her paint this body. She's an auto body painter. So you'll see her paint this body. This is not rattle can. There's probably $200 of paint material on this body. And I'm not exaggerating. Yeah, between like she scuffs it, she hits it with adhesion promoter, sealer, 2 coats of base, 2 coats of clear. Maybe not $200, maybe 100 and something, you know, but there's some good paint material on there. Paint materials have just gone through the roof. The price of them is ridiculous these days. So yeah, they're beautiful bodies. You wouldn't want to run it, you know, like one scratch. I mean, granted, there is enough clear coat on there. Like she applies it just like she would in a car. So if you get like a fine scratch, you could like literally take a polisher to it and polish the scratch out if it's not all the way through, which is a pretty cool option to have. But yeah, you wouldn't want to scratch it. It's just one you'd want to kind of put on a shelf somewhere, admire, tell all your friends. The last fella that won the lunchbox, he sent me some photos. Actually, if you go to the raffle site, I think he uploaded the photo there too. He's got it like on display in his house now. Looks pretty good. Whoa, E-clip went flying. Found it though. We got her, Captain. We have not lost an E-clip yet, so that's good. 3 live stream builds, and we've only lost 1 in total. And it was a big one for a clodbuster. What are the odds of that? Okay, what am I doing? Pay attention. This goes this way. You go this way. You go through there. Got it. Get it? Got it. Good. Because my other Beetle shell is having to glue the sunroof apart. I know, right? Don't jinx it. Actually, in the start of the video, of my video from today, when my wife starts prepping that body, when I glued in that sunroof, a little bit of the glue kind of like oozed out of the top. It didn't look very good. So she actually starts the video by block sanding it all out and making it perfectly flat and smooth, which turned out looking great. Oh, I forgot to put the little things in. I was like, why is this so sloppy? That is insane. But there's a few more of these little brass bushings that have to go in here. I guess it's nice that they use these big round brass bushings inside as like part of the hinge pin retainer system. You go like that, you go like that. So that should give them strength. And just on the suspension like that, it's fine. You don't have to have bearings. So just having metal there is nice. It is real nice. Come on now. Come on, you. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, so the new DT04 seems like most people are pretty happy with it. Reviews on that seem pretty good. There's more and more videos out already. I think RC Driver, he's got one, and he's awesome. He always does good reviews. So got to learn a little bit more about it. And one good thing about it is that it can accept like a modern LiPo battery. So, you know, it's only 2025. It's about time Tamiya starts adapting to the world of batteries. Oh, I got it. I thought it went flying. We got her on there. Sweet. Come on now. Yeah, that new truck they had, the Scania, whatever they are, the DT04. Yeah, yeah, the DT04. I like it. I think it's cool. DT03, does it? I haven't driven mine in a while. Come on, buddy. Don't go flying. Don't go flying. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Toughest E-clip in the game right here. Will it fly or will it not fly? Stay tuned. Oh, she's flying. The Leopard tank. Yeah, that was nice. I've never built one or driven one, but man, do they look cool. What about you guys? Any tank enthusiasts out there? And have you guys ever built or drove any of these Tamiya tanks? They look incredible. Oh, that's nice. Oh, yeah. Grand hauler someday. Yeah, me too, buddy. Mark Bryan, you're taking off. See you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, BMW. Yeah, Jagermeister. That looked really nice. Yeah, they're not cheap, eh? They look amazing, though. I'll give them that. Oh, and I screwed up. I was supposed to put this metal brace thing on this side. Yep. Oh, man, that means I got to take these off. What's in your cup? This is just ice water with Mio. You guys know what Mio is? It's like a small little liquid, kind of like a flavor additive, sugar-free, and you just kind of like squirt it in. They have like different flavors, a bunch of different flavors, like some with like electrolyte. So this is like an electrolyte raspberry or something like that. So you just kind of squirt it in, mix it with your water. It makes your water taste really good. I enjoy it. See you, Mark. Adios, Mr. Mark. The two toughest E-clips in this build, I shouldn't have put them on. I put them on a little too early. There's this metal brace that's supposed to go here first, so now I got to take them out. And yeah, try not to lose them. Just as I was saying that, hey, I haven't lost an E-clip yet. Ow. Poked a hole in my finger. And where'd the clip go? Oh, yes, we got it. This little tool right here, just one of these little pick thingies, are fantastic when you need to get an E-clip off. The camera won't pick it up, so I won't even try, but you can just get it wedged inside the little hole, and the trick is to not poke a hole in your finger when you're done. I know, buddy. Yeah, the back is always giving me a hard time these days. Don't get old, right? That goes on the chassis side. I got you. Yeah, I was saying earlier in the stream that I went up on Monday. I drove 5 hours to a spot to go film, and I had 5 cars with me, and I was up for 2 nights, and I was just going to go up and film. And on this big beach, and just get just 5 cars, tons of running footage, so I could just go home and edit. And by the time I got up there, my back was so jacked because I drove my Camry, which is a great little, city car, but, not the most comfortable for long drives. By the time I got there, my hips were all out of alignment. I couldn't walk. I was in bed for 2 days. I didn't do anything. So a bit of a wasted trip, but whatever. That's how she goes. It was still fun. And the weather was amazing. Like, it was just crazy. It was like 10 degrees Celsius, sunny, just unreal weather. All the surfers were out. And you're probably thinking, surfing in Canada? What's this guy smoking? But we do have surfing. Yeah, getting old is all right. It's cool. Hope your back heals up soon, brother. All us old farts with our bad backs. Acute sciatica took me out for 3 months. Yeah, I believe it, buddy. I broke my tailbone when I was 12, and that was just like back issues from the get-go, like as a kid. And then 2018, we were in a bad car accident. I screwed up 4 vertebrae in my neck. They want to do like a 4-disc fusion in my neck, but I'm refusing the fusion. I don't want to do it because I can live like this, and I just didn't want to do it. And then my low back went in 2023. So it's like, you know, a problem on top of a problem on top of a problem. So it's just like this compounded thing now that's just out of control. But whatever, we move on. Shoulder replacement's healing up nice. Good, buddy. Good to hear, dude. That's awesome. I hear a lot of positive reviews from people that have like shoulder replacements, hip replacements. I had a few of my employees back in the day, guys that were like getting on like into their early 60s, body technicians that ended up getting hip replacement surgery, and like they bounced back fast. They felt so good. $6'6". Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Where is my grease? Where are you? Here somewhere. There you are. I had an open grease. I'm 6'3", so I don't have the same height you have, but you're right though. The taller you are, the more issues you tend to have with your back. Just everything too, because you're just bigger, you're heavier. It's cool when you're young. When you get older, you're like, okay, enough of this already. Everything hurts. Please stop. Had my own business back in the day. 6'7". Holy cow, Sean, you're a monster. My own business. I had a small, I got into the auto body industry. I had a small detailing business, car detailing, which then grew into me working in the auto body industry. So I didn't own any of the shops that I worked for at that time. I at that point in my life when I was a young man, I swore I'd never own my own business again, because it was just, it's my personality. I become obsessive sometimes, and it kind of overtook my life. So I said I would run other people's businesses for them. And that's what I did for about 20 years. I ran body shops, and I would run 1 or 2. And then I ended up, the last couple years of my career, I ended up working for the largest auto body repair chain in North America, in Canada and the US. And I ran 6 stores for Vancouver. I didn't run the stores, but like the market for Vancouver Island. We had 6 stores on Vancouver Island. So I was responsible for business operations for all 6 of them. And it was good. We were very successful. Things were going great until my back exploded. And it's just, you know, it's one of these things you have to gauge what you can and can't do in life anymore. And, you know, it's high stress and long hours, and, you know, it just wears you out. And that's why I do this for a living now. You know, I had to adjust lifestyle a lot because, you know, it went from an amazing salary to a YouTube salary, which I think a lot of people think, oh, if you're on YouTube, you must be rich. It's not the case. I made more money in high school. So, you know, a bit of a lifestyle adjustment, but that's okay. And get to do something I love, and hopefully turn it into, this is kind of the next version of Poor Boys RC, is turning it into a business. And, you know, getting great partners like Relarlo and the guys at XTS, and who else? Furetech, and just good partnerships with some of the local hobby shops. You know, it all starts adding up. So instead of having like, you know, one primary income stream, now you have like many small streams that hopefully add up to something that can put food on the table and pay the mortgage. So you guys are like, there's a bunch of monsters watching. 6'4", I saw 6'6", 6'7". It's a bunch of big dudes watching this show today. That's cool. Bunch of big old boys. All right, guys. We have got a chassis kind of going. 6'3", Bryce. Wow, yeah, you're my height. Had 3 separate amputations and left a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. Well, join the hot mess crew, buddy. We're all falling apart. At least we have RC. I'm a cooking chef's assistant lately. Oh, nice. Awesome. All the free food you can eat. Nice rebound. Thanks, brother. And 1 Scottish dwarf. That's awesome. Yeah, life hands you some lemons, doesn't it? Sometimes. Got to make some lemonade, don't we? You can cry about it, or you can get something done. So let's get something done. There you go. Hit the like button. All right. That's the spirit. 2 streams out of 1. MA7. What am I doing here? You guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're watching, folks. Even if you're not enjoying it, hit it anyway. Why wouldn't you? It really does mean a lot, though. And, I joke around a lot, but, those things are, I've said it in my videos before, like they are literally like YouTube currency, like buttons, subscribing, notification bell, that kind of stuff. It literally is currency for the algorithm. That's what it looks at, right? If people are engaging that way, then they promote your show. If people don't engage and they don't hit like buttons, they don't subscribe, then it doesn't promote your show and you sink. So fluffy RC channel. It's all what you make of it. Yeah, it is, man. It really is. Somebody out there has it a lot worse, right? You have to always remember that. No matter how tough things get, somebody out there has it a lot worse than you do. So it's important to stay grateful for what you do have. I think. Need some scissors. Bryce, what are you working on, man? I saw your Mugen that you did last. What do you got on the bench this weekend? Any projects? Any RC projects? Where do you go? That screw goes there, but it doesn't. Oh, there we go. I got it. Was gifted an original Tamiya Rough Rider that needs resto. Nice, dude. Rough Riders are sweet. What does it need for resto? Is it pretty bagged out, or is it pretty good condition? What does it need to bring it back to life? Giddy up. We have got a battery tray. Why does it look all wonky? Weird. The plastic is so soft. There we go. Beauty. Beauty. A couple more strips of this stuff. Yeah, baby. New plastic that get brittle. Yeah, they definitely do, don't they? Radio box is the biggest thing. Ran it and loved it. Nice. Sand Scorcher is awesome. I love the Sand Scorcher. One thing I didn't know about it when I had purchased it was that it comes with a locked rear diff. So being 2-wheel drive on the sand with those big sand paddles, you're just constantly just kicking up sand everywhere you go. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. All right, we've got a battery tray in there. We've got some little spongy little doodads for your batteries so it doesn't, you know, vibrate too much, I guess. Absorb some shock. We've got our lower arms in. Front end's looking good. I bet you we're going to be jumping to the gearbox next. Yes, we are. Put that aside. Step 12, 13, 14. Now, I've heard a lot of things about this gearbox. Actually, Bryce, you and I were just talking about this the other day, weren't we? And they've got this, I've heard a lot about it. They've got this planetary gear setup, which I'm starting to see more and more of in the world of RC. Starting to see more of these planetary style gears, planetary style diffs being used. So that's interesting. And Bryce, I think you said it was the same one that's in the Avante, and I just don't remember. I built my Avante so long ago. Yeah, I don't remember it. It's been a minute. So we have got a gear case. Let's get it cut out. Assembling my mint in box 2013 RC10 Classic. Nice. Nice, dude. Yeah, remember when RC10s came out in 2013? I thought they were going to sell like hotcakes. I just got divorced in 2013. So, like, settled the divorce. So, like, I was broke. I had no money for that kind of stuff. So I missed out on all of them. But I thought they were going to sell like hotcakes, and apparently they didn't. A6 jig. What is this jig all about? Why does this build have a part called a jig? Is that on the A parts tree? Do I have an A parts tree? A6. There's no A6 on this parts tree. What's really going on? Or if there was an A6, I've already cut it off. Peculiar. We're at this point of the build where I'm like, what do they mean? What do they want from me? Maybe I should. Parts bag B is already opened, right? Yes, it is. So A6, what the heck is that? A jig. Weird. This part's going to be 18 months. So nice. Eric, what's up, buddy? Thanks for checking it out. Making up the sales on these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're killing it on these new Riris. I've heard, yeah, nothing but good things. Maybe it's over here. Where is this jig? Anybody built this thing recently and know what this jig is all about? Step 12, gearbox. This is kind of funny. There's this part right here. A6 jig. It's kind of a grayed out looking thing. It looks like it might just, maybe it's like a spacer or something. Or a mount for a gear to sit on. Remove jig after assembly. Oh, so it's just for like an alignment tool kind of a thing, I guess. Because my parts tree A6, whatever was on that 6 is already cut off and in use somewhere. So I'm not too sure where that would have gone to. Centering the motor plate to the gearbox. Yeah. Yeah, in the same step, you're removing it. So it's not, you know, yeah, I think it's just like an alignment kind of a thing. So I guess we're going to see if we can do it without it. We've got a gearbox. We've got to put a few bearings in there, right? MB11 ball bearing. Yes. Some of the few ball bearings you get in this kit. MB11 there, and then do I put one on the other side? No, it doesn't go on the other side. No, it doesn't. Okay. And then MB1. Need 3 of you guys. I need 1 of these guys. We should be able to figure this out. 3 of these and MA2, which is you. Beautiful. Okay. So this all goes like this. This doodad goes like this. right. Oh, got that wrong. That like that. How do you go? Ah, like this. I see. I see, said the blind man. How does this guy go? That looks so wacky. This is a funky gearbox, I tell you. Where do you go? It's like the picture doesn't even match what I'm looking at. This ever happen to you? You're building a Tamiya kit. You're building a Tamiya kit. Everything seems to be making sense, but all of a sudden this doesn't. Maybe that goes there. That doesn't seem right. Oh, maybe it is right. Weird. As he pissed into the wind. You go like that. Huh. Bizarre. When you're done, they want you to pull that jig out. Wow, this is really weird. This is super bizarre. How the heck? This goes like this. You know what? I'm going to skip that for a minute. It's bugging me. I'm going to jump right to the building this diff. Because whatever that thing is, it is wacky. It's a Tamiya way. Excellent. Yeah, I'm going to skip number 12 for a minute here because you ever just like look at a step for too long and it just doesn't seem to make sense? That's what's happening right now. I've got the gear case and then I've got this metal motor plate that's supposed to bolt up to it, but just the way it's aligned, it's just not making sense right now. So going to get back into the groove of things and build up the differential, which, by the way, I heard that this differential was small, but like, what's really going on? Look how small this diff is. It's crazy. Why is it so tiny? I guess it's just a two-wheel drive buggy, but still, that is pretty darn small. No, heinous. Actually, it's funny you say heinous because you said that because I just finished, I think yesterday, I just finished setting up channel memberships. So I'm going to do a video on it next. My next video is actually going to be video number 400. So I'm doing like a 400th kind of a, a celebration kind of a video. And so part of that, I've set up channel memberships and you're able to set up like your own emojis to use during live streams. So heinous is actually one of my emojis that I've got set up. And what else? And then with the memberships, there's like 3, 6, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60 month memberships. And what I did was I selected, again, the emojis for your membership level are kind of like pixelated, 8-bit pixelated images of classic Tamiya kit names. So you go, the first one, like level 1 is grasshopper, then it goes to a hornet, and then it goes to a lunchbox and a pumpkin, and it goes down the line. So it's kind of neat. It worked out really well. YouTube approved everything, which is good. It took a few days for them to approve it all. And yeah, so it's set up now, but you guys don't really know about it. If you looked into it, you'd find it, but I'll mention it all in my next video. It's a pretty cool little thing we got going on here. Okay, what am I doing? Trying to build a diff. I got you. I need MB15. Which, where are all these gears? They're probably in the next parts bag. Right? Yes, no, maybe. Not seeing gears there. No gear, no gear. What about here? Ah, there you are. Man, these things are so small. Tiniest little gears. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Yeah, like look at the size. I know it's not the best angle, sorry guys, but these gears are tiny. Weird. Very weird. MB15 differential pinion. Is that you? ×2. Yeah, it's got to be that. I want my jig again, which I can't find. Can't be getting jiggy with it without my jig. I'm jigless. I thought maybe it was in that bag, but no, it's not even in that bag. Weird. Anyway, we'll live without it. So they want you to use a bunch of anti-wear grease on this. Do you guys use this stuff? RC Birds, hello, Dirk. Megalodon, when are you getting one? I don't know about them, Megalodon. It's cool. I don't know if it's for me, though. It's pretty wacky. It'd be really cool to see it in like 8 scale or something, like a huge scale with that weird shark body. I'm glad they did it. And hopefully that opens up the door for them to do more like licensed monster trucks, you know, because then as opposed to just having all the grave diggers, just having some of the other ones might be cool. Use it a lot to stiffen up. Yeah. Yeah, it really does. Like so tacky. Yeah, it's really crazy, this anti-wear grease. You go in there and then you put your 4 differential, what are they calling these? Kind of like these planetary gears. In the manual, they're calling them differential pinions, which is kind of interesting. But 2 of them mount downward facing and 2 mount upward facing. And this is the part I really, yeah, it just seems really funky and bizarre to me, but we'll figure it out as we go along here. This anti-wear grease, this is where like using a paintbrush would be a lot smarter. It's when this stuff gets in your fingers, it's like it does not want to come off. Oh, they did. They discontinued the 1/8 Gravedigger. Hey, that's crazy. That was such an awesome truck. Okay, so 2 goes down, then up. So this one's facing down, and you got to go in here. Okay, in there or in there. I think you go in there. I don't know. Does that make sense? Probably not. And then this one facing downward would go in there. Okay, I think I got it. Sorry, I can't really show you guys what I'm doing here. It's so small. And with all this anti-wear grease everywhere, you're not going to be able to see anything anyway. So this guy is that facing up, and you go there. That seem right? Would that be sticking up out of the... Does that seem right? Is that supposed to be poking up like that? I don't think so. These little planetary gears are wacky. There's like a long side here. I'll see if I can show you guys a better image of one. Where's my pliers here? See, if I hold this gear, there's like a short end to it and a long end to it. And the way the manual tells you to build it, you're kind of offsetting the longer end. 2 of them are facing this way, basically, and 2 of them are facing this way. But it's tough to tell in the manual, just the way the illustrations work. It's tough to tell which one goes which way and where to put it. Because now that I've got mine set up like that, I've got this little thing poking up to the top, and that does not seem to be right. Maybe I'll try it the other way around. Try the cap, yeah. So maybe you go like that. Once you do that, then if I put the cap on it, yeah, it'll kind of poke out of the cap. Maybe that's right. Kurtz, look at the cap and see where the holes are. Yeah, I'm looking at the cap now, and the holes, yeah, they line up, but it's like the one of these planetary gears wants to poke up out of here, which just doesn't seem right. And now everything's covered in anti-wear grease. Call it Dipsashi. Yeah. All right, what do you want from me? MB16 downward. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see inside the diff. There's like, man, why doesn't that focus better? There's like those 4 holes. That's where the planetary gears go into. But 2 of the holes have like this hole right here that I'm pointing at. See, it's got this like kind of like a little plastic kind of C around it. So I would think that I would want the longer end to go into there. Maybe that worked. Maybe I didn't do that the first time. Oh, okay, I think that did work actually. Huh. Thought that's what I did, but incoming call from Kamloops. Can you guys see that? That I've got a notification on my phone saying incoming call. Did you guys see that? I'm curious if it showed up. No? Okay. No. Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Just like normal, just phone call notification came through. So I thought maybe you guys would have saw it, but you didn't. And that's cool. That's A-okay. So much anti-wear grease. What is this stuff made of? It is so goopy. At least it didn't vibrate. Yeah. Oh, I did have the foresight to turn off my ringer, and the vibration. But you're right. Like it would be kind of funny if the phone just starts vibrating while live streaming. Okay, I think I got it. No, that one doesn't seem to be right. I think I've got it in there. Seems to be right. Can't really tell. The camera's too fuzzy anyway. It looks good. Can't tell which one's facing which way anymore with all the grease in there. So we'll see if it goes together and works smoothly. If it does, we'll call that a win. Drop in the extra pinion gear, they call it. Super Astute's extended warranty. Trying to upsell me on ball bearings. Second sun gear is a little tricky. Also needs to be centered and meshed correctly with 2 of the planetaries. Mozzie Rock, what's going on, brother? Yeah, I think it's in there good, man. It's one nice thing about this anti-wear grease. It's so tacky that the gears don't go flopping all around. But I think that looks pretty good. And it's, I don't have like a gear poking up out of the top like I did last time. Let's see if this guy fits. Anti-wear grease for the win. Okay. Yeah, I think I got it. Everything fits together nice. Yeah, cool. This anti-wear grease though, man, holy cow. You need to like dip your hands in like turpentine or something to get it off. That stuff is so tacky. I poked it right. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. There's a couple tiny little screws that have to go in to hold it all together. So as long as that works, then we know we're cooking. Why is this diff so small though? I don't recall ever making a diff this size before. It's so tiny. $8 cat a tube. That sounds about right. Size doesn't matter. You're darn tootin', Bryce. You're darn tootin'. All right, we've got a diff. And yeah, I think it's all good. Let's see if I can get my little guide screw through there. Yeah, we're good. Beautiful. Rocking. The diff is a she. The girth matters. This diff is getting some action. Getting the boys all excited out here. Holy Hannah. Remove jig after assembly. Well, I couldn't even find the jig, so let's just say we're good there. All right, now I'm back to this motor plate thing again. Why is this so perplexing to me? It just looks bizarre. Like the image in the magazine or in the build manual just doesn't really seem to align with the image of like what I'm seeing in my hand. It just doesn't look right. Something seems to be askew. Oh, wait, I think I got it. Oh, I think we got it here. We got it. Patio Furniture's back. Mozzie, you're on the East Coast, right? East Coast of Canada? Yeah. See you, Ben. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Mozzie, how would you pronounce Peugeot, like the car manufacturer, the French car manufacturer? Spell it out phonetically for us. We're having a little bit of a Peugeot conundrum discussion here. Next, yeah. Part France French. Oh, okay. So you're going to give us the real deal pronunciation then. Peugeot. Oh, Dirk. Peugeot. Peugeot? Is that how you're saying it, Dirk? Peugeot? That's a German pronunciation. Yeah. The German pronunciation. So it's pronounced P like F, Peugeot, Peugeot, Jo. Look at this. We're learning. We're learning new languages here. I didn't know this would become an educational program, but I'm pretty excited that it is. Not poo. It's this is so ridiculous. Poo. Poo. Not poo, but poo. It's not poo, it's poo. Get it right. Oh, my Lanta. What is going on here? I'm going to better put some grease on this. Some anti-wear grease. Why not? Pewdy pew. That's so ridiculous. Peugeot. Shitbox is still better. There is no correlating sound in English. Well, that makes it a little tougher for us then, doesn't it, Mozzie? Can't win. Well, let's go with Dennis's name. Just call it a shitbox then. We never see them out here. Very rare to see one of those vehicles out here. Extremely rare. All right, what am I doing here? I need A2. This little guy here. We might have this gearbox built and mounted by the time this video is done, guys. Wish I'd been built mine with some. Yeah, exactly. What can you laugh about, right? That's one of the best things about the crew here. Like, I really do say, like, I'm part of many Facebook groups, and like the guys that are and girls that are in the Poor Boys RC Facebook group, like I get a lot of compliments from from people from the outside looking in, saying like it's a good group of people. Like everyone just seems to get it and laugh, and you know, and that's what it's supposed to be, isn't it? Like it's fun. We're doing this for fun, you know? Yeah, you guys are awesome. Said it before, I'll say it again. You guys are awesome. Phil ever played Gran Turismo on PS1 or 2? I think I did. I had one of them for my Gran Turismo, I forget which one, for my Xbox One. I played a lot of that for a while. Best group here, yeah, buddy. You in the game, yeah. I just find it interesting when people take RC really seriously. And I guess there's always that guy, right? There's always that person that takes it very seriously. And like some of us race, you know, we got guys like Rob Mitchell who are, you know, very involved in the hobby. You know, guys that are 3D printing, guys like me that are YouTubers, and Mozzie, and, you know, Mark Bryan, and so many, Glenn, and, you know, so many guys. But we're all just having fun, you know, just enjoying it. That's what it's all about. Forza. Oh yeah, probably Forza. You're right. It's so long. I haven't played it in so long. I forget. What am I doing? Ball bearings. What about them? Big old ball bearings. Finally. Be excellent to each other. It's not hard. You got it, buddy. The golden rule. We're going to drop this big old diff in here. I'm going to put some grease on that bad boy. Yeah, that's it, buddy. Be excellent to each other. Heck of a good mantra, if you ask me. Bill and Ted. Yeah, buddy. A boot. That's what it's all about. I laid that one on pretty thick in the videos because, you know, being Canadian, a lot of Americans, we get a lot of American TV, and Americans make fun of us a lot for saying a boot. So it's kind of like it's a very North American thing to tease Canadians for saying a boot. I think it's hilarious. See what this one's all about. The best part is when people take it seriously. They're like, "Oh, he said a boot. What an idiot!" You know, like got comments like that. They're like, "It's a joke." I'm like, "I'm making fun of myself. It's a joke. Come on." That's what it's about. If you guys, I don't know if you guys watch South Park at all, but like they do such a good job making fun of Canadians. The episode with the royal wedding, like all the cars are on square tires and all the Canadians have these flappy heads, and I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Terrence and Phillip. So good. COVID reunited. Oh, that's good, man. That's good. I think COVID did that for a lot of us. A lot of channels, a lot of resurgence in the hobby. Do all canes have flip top heads? We do. It's something in the water here, I think. Gets our heads all floppy. Oh no, a ball bearing fell. I know that sound. There we go. We got her. Okay, and which way does this gear go in? Goes in this way. Peugeot. Wada. Yeah. Yeah, the New York accent, that is something. Yeah, Wada. Or in Wisconsin, I like that Wisconsin accent. Map in a backs. A1. I think I said in my last video, the last live stream we did. I was trying to order this mop for one of my shops several years ago, and I called Uline, and they're out of Wisconsin. And the lady's like, go to page whatever. And I go to the page. She's like, item number whatever. It's a map in a backs. I'm like, a map in a backs? Yes, a map in a backs. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, a mop in a box. Yeah, map in a backs. Bostonians. I said, huh? Instead of 8. So funny. Can't make fun of ourselves, right? What am I doing? You go like that, according to this picture. Wait, hang on. Is that supposed to be sticking up? Sure, why not? Then this guy goes around here. There and there. Oh, I see. Oh, clever. That is slick. This is kind of a cool part. This little, it's like a tie down clamp for this, which is like a counter gear, I guess. Or is that your spur? I guess that would be your spur. No, it's not. It's not your spur. Some kind of a counter gear. But it's neat the way it's all kind of fits in. And oh, there's a little guide pin on here. And everything's all greasy now. Yeah, it just fits on there really nicely. Something kind of just nice about when parts just fit together really perfectly. So good. Yeah, super astute, brother. Super astute. We are gonna build a super astute MB2, the biggest ripoff in RC. I was ranting about earlier, Mozzie, because here in the Great White North, we pay an arm and a leg for this thing. In the States, it's not priced that badly, but in Canada, they're $3.99. In the States, like A-Main has it for $2.18, I believe, which is a huge variance. That's why I ended up buying mine through A-Main, because it was just actually ended up saving quite a bit of money by going that way. But yeah, $3.99 is crazy. I make that part in aluminum. Shameless promotion. No, promote away, man. You got the skills, man. So I'd vouch for you. I'd buy your stuff. Where does put that towel? I am losing my marbles today. What is really going on? Oh, it fell off the table. Has everybody here seen Bryce's Jacko Trades, who's on here, his 1/5 scale RC10, his RC5? If not, check that out on his channel. It's absolutely insane. $369 at Great Hobbies. Okay, that's a bit better. Tower $190 with a coupon. Yeah, see, that's not a bad price. Yep. Yeah, and Tower Hobbies and A-Main are good because they'll allow you to use coupons, which we don't get a lot of that up here. I do have a coupon code with Eliminator RC. So that's good for $15 off. Doesn't always work. You can't always, they can't apply it to everything, but I'd say it works probably 85, 90% of the time. So that's pretty cool. All right, bearings are in. You are in. That is in. This guy goes here. Oh yeah. We are rocking and rolling, guys. Holy. We are going to get a gear to... Holy cow, it's... Oh man, we only have 10 minutes left. That last hour flew by. That's fine. Because of that. Yeah. Yeah, apparently in Japan and Philippines, the Tamiya pricing is just like phenomenal. Like they're very well priced. Called Sex Panther from Odeon. Made with bits of real panther. So good. I love that movie. Okay, let's get this. Yeah, we normally just go for 3 hours, but I'm going to finish this part up, guys. I got to get the slipper clutch assembled, get it mounted in the transmission, and then get that on the chassis. And then we'll say our farewells from there. How's that sound? Sound good? Sounds good. Let's do it. We got our slipper shaft. Like we said earlier, it's not about the size of the shaft. Little E-clip. Is that this big honking one? Yeah, it is. Get you on there. Almost lost it. Bye. What is Bye? I've watched some of Adam's Playground. I watched some of his videos. He went through like a Bye phase. What is it? Like, do you just get random stuff? Or like, do you know what you're buying? It seemed to me when I watched his show that he was getting random boxes of stuff. MB20. That is slipper clutch plate. Pressure disc B. It goes on like that. Yeah, it does. H2. Is that this? This looks like an H2 to me. Yeah, it is. H2. You go on there. Oh, yeah. MB18 slipper sheet. Probably don't want to get my greasy fingers on these. Whoops. I think I saw an explanation there. These slipper pads are thick, guys. Holy cow. MB17 spur gear. Get it, got it good. Slipper plate. Oh, I got to get it to fit on there properly. Somebody said Bye's like eBay. I think that's what I saw in there. Trying to do 3 things at once. eBay kind of a thing. You have to bid on items. You can warehouse bids and ship them all together. Okay. Interesting. Very cool. Okay, you go there. You go there. Put trip to Tokyo, shop in RC. Heck yeah. I would love... I've always wanted to go to Japan. I've always wanted to go there. I would love to have that experience. Okay. Why do you look different? What am I doing? I think I screwed up. Okay, I did screw up. Good. Awesome. There, you go there. Then you. I'm so tempted like to put a bit of grease to hold everything together, but it's a slipper clutch and that's not going to work. You. Okay, I gotcha. Then you. Something like that. Been there 3 times. Amazing place. Oh, wow. You go there for work, Mozzie, or just visiting, or what? MB13. What are you? You look like some kind of a fancy washer. There you are. MB4. 4 mil. Nope. 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 Where is my MB4? Is that you? It's got to be you. Play music. Phil, it's like you're preparing call the girls to pen already. Eating food. Nice, dude. It's actually funny you say that, because when I almost went there about 12, 13 years ago, just like I got divorced and I was like, yeah, not, just through all that. It's a challenging time. And a guy I used to take Muay Thai. I used to do some Muay Thai back in the day. And a guy that I used to spar with went there, and yeah, he came back from Japan like a year later, and he's like, you gotta go to Japan. I'm like, why? He's like, Japanese girls love tall guys. And I'm like, I just got divorced. I was like, I'm kind of tempted. But never did make it. Career took over and just worked and worked and worked. And then I found my wife here. So no more of those trips. Boys' trips are over. $20K, you can get a house? What? That is bonkers. Man, how am I going to get this on there? Oh, that's so tight. We were looking at real estate in Florida, and even in Florida, it's inexpensive. Where I live here in Canada, like, the real estate's just gone through the roof. It's so expensive. Be nice to be mortgage free. Cheers. Out of control. Nice. Come on. Oh my gosh. How I gotta like compress this whole spring to get this nut on here. And I just don't know how to do it without having this whole thing go flying off. Wow, that is so tight. Maybe this is supposed to go in a little bit further. Oh, there we go. That's your problem, Phil. It wasn't locked in all the way. Mark gets a sipping. I know. I almost got one too. I went downstairs to check the router. I almost grabbed a beer for myself. It's a little bit early. Some of my buddies that I'm hanging out with later on today were watching. I don't know if they're still on, but they're like, hey man, you still having beers later? Yeah, we are, boys. There we go. We have got a Schlipper clutch. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. What a work of art. All right. A3. A3. Is that you? Yes, it is. Finish my TD2, posted later today. Nice, dude. Nice. Did you get it on one of those smoking sales that they had? They were giving those away at the end of the year. A private on-street parking space that had a lease for 10 years, need Hyde Park. $60K for on-street parking? What? Does not compute. Meet mop zorp. How could that be? Hair of the dog. Let's go. Yeah, right? It's like Toronto. Toronto's our New York. And it's crazy. Ava's here. Hi, Ava. Home from work. How was work today, Ava? Tell us all about your day. Oh, there we go. That goes in there. A3, a little bit of ball bearing action in there. London property is mental. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty wild out there. You go there. Something like that. Why is this thing like cammed? Oh, I see what we're doing. There's a little doodad right there. Very good day, very busy, very tired. Need a drink. Heck yeah. You just missed Mark Bryan. He got everyone drinking on the show about an hour ago. Then he took off. All done with the TTO2. Beautiful. H3, note direction. Okay. Is this H? H3, that looks about right. Note direction. I will note the direction. Which direction are we talking? That. We want this facing down. I like how it says note direction, but then doesn't really explain it very well. Oh boy, I've done something wrong here. What did I do? What have you done, Philip? Oh, that's supposed to go in there. That doesn't fit in there. Why don't you fit in there? Your ball bearing, fit. Right? Don't you want to go in your home? Go in your home. There we go. I got it in its home. Oh yeah, now we're, oh yeah. We are cooking. There we go. That goes there. And then an E-clip. Yeah, buddy. We're E-clipping. William here too. Hello, William. The whole family's in. The Mason family's all here. What is going on? From the land that cannot be pronounced. The Mason family, everybody. Look at this. We've got a transmission, guys. And for you guys that weren't here earlier, I'm thinking this is going to be the motor we're going to put in this transmission. Old school Monster Stock Junior Part 2. Even more powerful. Think that's going to be the motor of choice. It's going to work well with the decals, as my American friends like to say. All right, last step for today. We're going to take this here motor mount here. Transmission doodad. We're going to put that there. I've got some MB14 stands that are going to go in here. Bing pot. Like that. MA7, 3 screws. Oh, MA7's 1. MA6, self-tapping. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. All Phillips heads, too. Whoop. I don't mind the Phillips heads or the JIS heads. A lot of people seem to, but they don't bother me as long as the screws are good quality. I find they don't strip them out too much. I mean, Hex Hardware, I think I'd still prefer, but for Tamiya sticking to their ways, this is one thing that doesn't bother me. One thing that does bother me is every time I go to build a Team Associated car, having to go and get all my Imperial drivers out. The whole, like, no one else does Imperial anymore, as far as I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Associated is the last one, just like going down with the Imperial ship. Noise. Dennis, take care, my friend. Perfect timing. We're done, guys. Check this out. Dennis is done. We've got a chassis. We've got some front suspension kind of arms and stuff. We got a transmission built, which seems to even work, which is kind of cool. Eric, take care, brother. Love you too, man. Thanks for tuning in, putting up with me. You're the best. Everyone else, what are you guys doing for the rest of the day? Let me know. We'll take a 10-minute decompression, chit chat for a little bit. Now I got to pretend to go be productive. Nice, dude. What are you doing for the rest of the day there, Bryce? What do you got on tap? Oh, nice. Retro film night. That's sweet. Good idea. Drinking beer. Yes, sir. That's what I'll be doing. Finish a voiceover for XTS. Very nice. Bryce is hiding in the garage. No doubt working on some awesome projects. When's your XTS video going to be ready, Mozzie? Indoor crawler course. Very cool. All 3 Bill and Ted's. Yes, sir. Have you seen the last one? Number 3? Zid, not much going on. 9 o'clock. Battletech. Nice, dude. Nice. Few more days. Good. Yeah, part 3 I loved, man. It was so good. I love the ending. When they finally get the song. I cry. Like, I'm not kidding. I cry at the end of it every time. All right, see you, Dirk. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate you. Getting back in the TTO2 McLaren. Beautiful, Oliver. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you coming, checking it out again. Mark was going to build a Hornet Evo. Already done the body. Can't find the motivation. Yeah, I feel that, man. We've all been there. That's who their moms were in the 80s. Yeah, right? Bill's daughter, she's done a few movies where she does a good job of that, like, kind of horror genre. I've seen her in a few movies like that. What was it? Five Nights at Freddy's. I think she was in that one. She does good with that style. Joe, take care, buddy. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, man. Stop for lunch. You done yet, bud? Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm 6 minutes over, but we're just kind of saying our farewells, seeing what people are up to this weekend. I got to go have some lunch myself. I'm starving. We made some good progress, though. We got a chassis, built-ish. Going to put this cool motor in here. Look at that already, guys. That looks so good. See you guys. Take care, everybody. Yep, I think that's it, guys. We'll call her a day. Have an excellent Saturday, everyone. Enjoy your beers and your movie nights and everything else. Next week, no, we're going to go every 2 weeks. So next week, I will not be continuing this. You'll just have to watch my regular Saturday morning show. And then the following Saturday, we'll be back building something else or doing something else, or I don't know. We'll find something to build and or do. So every other Saturday. All right, buddy. See you guys. Take care, everyone. Ciao for now.